Do you agree or disagree with the highway code on the situations when a cyclist should ride in the middle of the lane? Rule 72 of the highway code explains to cyclists when riding on the roads, there are two basic road positions you should adopt depending on the situation. Paragraph 1. Ride in the centre of your lane to make yourself as clearly visible as possible in the following situations: on quiet roads or streets. If a faster vehicle comes behind you, move to the left to enable them to overtake if you can do so safely. In slower moving traffic, when the traffic around you starts to flow more freely, move over to the left if you can do so safely so that faster vehicles behind you can overtake. At the approach to junctions or road narrowings where it would be unsafe for drivers to overtake you. Paragraph 2 continues, when riding on busy roads with vehicles moving faster than you, allow them to overtake where it is safe to do so, whilst keeping at least 0.5 metres away and further where it is safer from the curb edge. Rule 213 also gives advice to drivers and cyclists about the road position of cyclists. On narrow sections of the road or on quiet roads or streets, at road junctions and in slow moving traffic, cyclists may sometimes ride in the centre of the lane rather than towards the side of the road. It can be safer for groups of cyclists to ride two abreast in these situations. Allow them to do so for their own safety to ensure they can see and be seen. Cyclists are also advised to ride at least a door's width or 1 metre from the parked cars for their own safety. Motorcyclists, cyclists, horse riders and horse-drawn vehicles may suddenly need to avoid uneven road surfaces and obstacles such as drains, covers or oily, wet or icy patches on the road. Give them plenty of room and pay particular attention to any sudden change of direction they may have to make. So, in summary, there's reasons behind the rule on the position of cyclists riding in the middle of the lane in certain situations. Here's 3. 1. It makes cyclists more visible, means they're less likely to be cut up or overtaken dangerously when riding in slow-moving traffic or narrow or bendy roads. 2. By riding in the middle of the lane means the cyclists give a wide berth to a car to avoid drivers opening their doors carelessly. And 3. Riding in the middle lane means they avoid potholes, drain covers and slippery surfaces to avoid being thrown from their bikes. But some are concerned about the highway code rules on cyclists positioning themselves in the middle of the lane in certain situations. And here's 2 concerns. 1. Cyclists and drivers might have a different take on what is and is not slow-moving traffic, and thus the driver might disagree with the position of the cyclist in the middle of the lane. As such, that might mean for the driver the cyclist is in fact obstructing the driver from overtaking the cyclist. And 2, some might argue that the highway code is vague and unclear, leading to more not less accidents, placing both cyclists and drivers at risk. But what do you think? Do you agree or disagree with the highway code on the situations when a cyclist should ride in the middle of the lane? Feel free to comment, follow, like and share.